Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. A couple of hints on when we might be seeing some new information for the Generation 9 games. As well as that, another rumor has just popped up. Could be relatively true. A couple of insiders have been saying that they guessed a few things, so we've got all that to cover today. So without further ado, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, this is the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at. It was posted by Ami saying, Eclipse says new Pokemon will be revealed on July the 7th. And Q's poll about new Pokemon will also finish on July the 7th, which is also interesting. So this is what they're referring to here. So this is the post by Eclipse saying, I have two new Pokemon to share, July the 7th and July the 14th. Now, I don't think that that means that a new Pokemon is going to be revealed on July the 7th and 14th. I think that he's just going to drop some hints on two new Pokemon, one on the July the 7th and one on July the 14th. But for me, I feel like we're going to just get actual information around those weeks anyway, whether it's going to be next week or the week after. I think at the start of July, we should be getting a new trailer or at least some new information, potentially the region name, etc., stuff like that. And this is the other one that they're referring to is this kind of poll that Riddler Q posted talking about the Sudowoodo picture, which also finishes on the 7th of July as well. So yeah, I think they've just kind of put two and two together. I think it might just be a bit of a coincidence, but potentially we could be getting some hints around these two dates for some new Pokemon. But I think we're just going to get some new information anyway, regardless, from the actual Pokemon company around this time, just because, you know, I think, like, between the second trailer and the third trailer for Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's like 30 odd days, and we're coming up to that as well. So yeah, I think it's very likely that, you know, it's either going to be next week or the week after we're going to get some new information on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, whether it's going to be a presents or they just shadow drop a trailer, shadow drop information, because you got to think they also shadow drop like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. I think it was the release date and the box art. They just shadow dropped all of that out of nowhere. They've shadow dropped trailers for Generation 8 in the past, and for BDSP and Legends Arceus, I think. So yeah, so they're not strangers to just shadow dropping stuff, even if it is like a massive new game like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So it's always better when they give us a heads up, because, you know, then you can get excited about it and you can obviously all watch it together and everything. But, you know, they could be shadow dropping something as well. But either way, the next bit of information should be the region name. But yeah, that's just kind of all that. We've also got Soul Silver as well saying, nothing again for news today. This was posted on the Thursday though. He said, I'm sticking with these new dates though for some more fun stuff, but obviously use a grain of salt. These just feel very realistic, especially next week. So yeah, a lot of people are expecting news, whether it's going to be the first week of July or the second week of July. Both of these are on Tuesdays though, I do believe. Yeah, the 7th of July is on a Thursday. And then the 14th is also on a Thursday as well. So they're not Tuesdays, they're Thursdays, which again is another big day that Pokemon usually drop information on. It's usually Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that next week. So that's all that part of the video. The next thing we're going to be going over is another post by Eclipse. Now again, you can either believe Eclipse or not. He's got things right in the past, he's got things wrong in the past. He got a lot of stuff right about the whole Unite thing. He did say that I think Glaceon, Buzzwole, and Delphox were all coming to Pokemon Unite ages ago, and of course they all have been confirmed. He also said that like Strikers was coming to the Switch and stuff. All this stuff he has got right, but of course he has also got things wrong in the past as well. So again, always take it with a grain of salt. But he does say, you know this, and then puts a Japanese flag up and then says bug fighting. So this could be a reference to the Japanese style bug that Riddler Q has already told us about. He did say that, you know, one of the bugs coming in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was very Japanese themed, and it could be a bug fighting type. And of course, this was taken from, I don't know if this was a Gen 1 Scraptmon or a Gen 2 Scraptmon. I think it was Gen 1, or I think this was actually originally Weedle, and then this was originally Kakuna and Beedrill, but then obviously they scrapped it and completely changed it. But Eclipse has also come out and said that, you know, we are going to be getting like, not like scrapped Pokemon back, but like reimagining the scrapped Pokemon back. So like Garochu and stuff that was scrapped in like Gen 1 as a Raichu evolution, we might be getting Garochu back, but of course not as Garochu, just a similar design. And he's obviously used this design as well, so this could be what the bug fighting type kind of looks like. I could expect to see something like this, you know, a big like bug with, you know, 4 arms and 4 fists and stuff. That would obviously give me the bug fighting vibes, but again, we'll have to wait and see if the Japanese style bug does look something like this. This also means that it would be like a 3-stage evolution as well. But again, that's just kind of going off what Eclipse is saying. The next thing that Eclipse is saying is, Dirk, can you imagine 2 different names for the regions based on the version? So this is why I feel like it is a possibility. You know, even though he says, you know, it won't happen, don't worry, unless they are crazy. So obviously, Eclipse doesn't know because, you know, he says it won't happen unless they're crazy. And yeah, so what they're referring to here is 2 region names for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Now, usually when we get a new game, a new Pokemon game, a new generation or whatever, they usually give us the name of the region quite early on. But this is the first time they haven't. And it's been 2 trailers and obviously it's been months and months and months till February, since February, and they still haven't dropped the region name. So obviously it's a little bit mysterious. It's giving us kind of reasons to doubt that it might not just be a single name of a region. So maybe what it is, you know, Pokemon Scarlet is set in a different kind of time, but everything still happens at like a different kind of universe or something, and then also Pokemon Violet is as well. And in one universe, in Pokemon Scarlet is named one thing, and then in Pokemon Violet is named another. So they could just be like the same kind of universe, but well, not the same universe, but like the same kind of story, but in like different universes, just like the whole multiverse theory and everything like that. So that might be why there could potentially be 2 region names, which is also why they're holding off on giving us the region name. Like the next trailer could have like a side-by-side shot of someone in Scarlet and someone in Violet, and then like the region name above it or something. So yeah, I don't know, but it is just definitely food for thought, just simply because they haven't given us the region name yet, and it is a little bit interesting they haven't done that. The next thing we're going to be talking about is just this. Again, might mean nothing, might mean something, but this was posted by the Japanese, well, a Japanese Pokemon account that, you know, is verified. It comes up with like a lot of it gets a lot of things, you know, and posts and stuff about upcoming Pokemon games. And they say today is hashtag halftime day. There's only half left in 2022. I'm looking forward to hashtag Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the second half. And then obviously we have Soul Silver saying halftime day. The second half will hopefully be much better than the first. Again, could just mean something, could mean nothing. The next thing we're going to be talking about is this. So this is the big like rumor that dropped that a lot of people are kind of you know, obviously taking it with a grain of salt, but a lot of people are saying, you know, actually it's got like a lot more that meets the eye and stuff. So this is the post. So we have this kind of tower here, and I think that's someone holding up something, but then it has like this sort of like badge symbol here. We have all of these different kind of vehicles down here. So we have a motorbike, we have a speedboat, we have a flying dragon or bird or something like that. We have like a mecha dragon or something, and then we also have one of those kind of rideable things that also has like the, I don't even know what you call it, like the glider on it. So I'm guessing these are just, we also have like a dirt bike down there as well, but you can't see on the screen. But yeah, could be like all the different forms of travel or something like that that Koraidon and Miraidon might turn into, because, you know, they have 5 forms most likely, and so all these different forms could just be rideable features, and one could be a motorbike, a speedboat, a flying creature, something like that. Who knows? They might have different variations as well of how they use the different rideable features, because obviously one is like, looks like it's man-made, it's very futuristic in Miraidon, whereas Koraidon is very prehistoric kind of thing. So yeah, they could change their bodies in other ways. We then have Porygon, Claydol, Silvally, and Magearna, and it says plus Raichu, Tyranitar, and Bisharp, and then it comes up with the artwork from Pokemon. Is it Unbound? I don't know. I can't remember. I literally played this. It's actually such a good fan game. But yeah, they're basically saying that they like these kind of psychic types or whatever, like these creations. Like obviously, Porygon is made up of data. Claydol, I'm not 100% sure. So Valley, obviously man-made, type null, evolves into it. Magearna, man-made. And it's basically saying that these plus, you know, Raichu, Tyranitar, Bisharp are giving us these new forms. So this could be talking about the regional fates, but this also gives us the idea that like fusion would be in the game as well. So I'm not really too sure about that, but that could be the way that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet also kind of go as well. And then at the very bottom here, they have the Drifblim game, or the Drifloon game from Pokemon Legends Arceus, where you have to pop all the balloons in a map at like a quick time. And then we have I think it's a it's like a race car being like, it's, oh my god, like the Grand Prix, where I can't remember what it's called, but everyone like comes out, the pit stop, that's what it is. And then they're like changing everything. So again, it could be some like reference to mini games in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So again, this is just a collage that we've had like in the past, like Riddler-Q's dropped one and stuff in the past. But yeah, this could be like something to do with like tower trials or something, like, which is another one of the gameplay features that a lot of people are expecting. You know, you got like gyms, these trials, and also like boss battles and stuff. This is a reference to, I guess, the Fate Mons, which could be fusion. This is a reference to the kind of traveling in the game, and then this is just a reference to, I guess, some sort of mini game. So again, a lot of people wouldn't really think too much of it, but it was posted by, I don't know if it was posted by someone that's like legit, or it's just been posted, and like a lot of people are saying, you know, they've actually got a lot of things right. Like Eclipse here saying, I don't know this person, I don't know if this is a random guess past the real riddle or what she shared in the past, but hey. So basically saying, you know, it's kind of true. Isn't this mostly just doing the proto and future forms meme that hasn't been proven at all? Honestly feels like it could be the new armored evolution rumors from last gen. It's blank. In fact, if you see the entirety of the riddles, because it's already out there from other sources, as well as me with those tower trials, for example, that's funny. I'm pointing this one out just cause. So yeah, it could just be piggybacking off like what we kind of already know about the games, or it could literally just be real and stuff, because we have this also on the r/PokeLeaks Reddit. New leak from the Uncle Leaker teases past and future forms. So yeah, my fat boy Raichu becomes the RoboCop. They're from the Italian fan game. Oh, it's Pokemon Xenoverse, not Unbound, Xenoverse, which is probably the best Pokemon fan game ever made. It's available in English. It is incredible. Xenoverse is really, really good. I'm annoyed that I said Unbound when it's literally Xenoverse. Just for clarification, Uncle isn't a leaker. It's just a nickname for leakers/leaks in general. Reminds me of the Fate leak for Sword and Shield for Armored Evolution. Basically, Pokemon wearing like knight armor like they did in Galar's Past War. Trust me, I'm making it sound dumb. It didn't sound that bad of an idea when I read it. The pit stop lightly refers to the Pokemon Centers. The Porygon, Claydol, Silvally, and Megina could represent different time periods, and that our theories of time period-based forms could be real. Raichu, Tyranitar, and Bishop are likely 3 of the Pokemon getting these forms, and the pictures below are fan-made designs that have similar theming and or hint at the types of the ones that are in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The vehicles are probably different models of transportation. The dragon could mean Koraidon, and Miraidon truly can be ridden, and they may have multiple forms. The tower, I don't know. Maybe there is a big tower that we have to climb up at some point. Larvitar has been seen in multiple promotional pieces from the game. He was in the first trailer, the first in the world battle image on the website, and was shown being traded in the second trailer, so it seems like the line might have some significance. We also do know that Godzilla is one of the main inspirations for the design, so if the Mega is Space Godzilla, then a future version could be focused on Mecha Godzilla. So yeah, I mean, that's a really good shout, to be fair. Like, the thing about these kind of forms, like if we are getting these like regional fakes or, you know, future forms or whatever you want to call them, they can coincide with the normal Pokemon, because if they are man-made, you can have the normal Pokemon existing like a Raichu, and then obviously you're going to have the creation Raichu also being able to exist, because usually a Pokemon adapts to its new surroundings, which gets it the regional form, like obviously Raichu becoming a Alolan Raichu to adapt to its surroundings, etc. That's why you can't really have like Raichu and Alolan Raichu both appear in the same kind of. Obviously, you can get them in the same game, but they don't both appear like in the wild, because they obviously have to adapt to the surroundings. But you could probably have both of these adapt to this. You could probably have both of these appear, because, you know, like if one of them is being created by a human, they can obviously be put into the wild as well as a normal form, if that makes any sense. Anyway, though, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting that like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. There's a lot to talk about. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.